Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my June favorites. What? June? That was like a year ago. Actually, technically, I mean, yeah, 2017 June was a year ago, but I'm talking about June 2018, which was like 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty late to the June favorites game, but I'm at my parents' house, which is a good thing because it's really freaking hard to film videos in a camper. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my most recent vlog. My parents have a much nicer space for me to film in. It's a lot bigger. Apparently no one uses this room anyway. I have a bed sheet on the wall behind me and air conditioning and electricity. All of these things that I took for granted when I lived here, I now am able to use. I do live 2 hours away, so I drove 2 hours so I could film you this video. But I do have a couple more favorites than I did last month. I know last month I had one favorite, which is still my favorite. It's on my face right now. I love it. Always will. One of the favorites is kind of like weird and borderline TMI. Who knows? Who cares? I don't. But let's go ahead and talk about the, you know, the makeup-y beauty stuff first, and then we can get into like the weird one. So my first favorite, I am not currently wearing, which I didn't even think about when I did my makeup today, which I did film. That will be up later. This is something that my mom got me hooked on, which is sort of like taking it back. I'm not wearing earrings. Oh, I do have earrings, but they are not matching. Okay, anyway. All the first makeup that I ever wore when I first started wearing makeup, my mom got me hooked on all of it, aka Bare Minerals and nothing else. But since I've gotten so into makeup, I'm always recommending stuff to my mom. She's always buying it and trying it, whatever. This, I had never heard of. I've never heard a single person talk about this on YouTube ever in my entire life. And my mom uses this and she says it's her favorite, and she says that it also lasts like a zillion 2 years. She says it's bottomless. Like she goes to use it every time and she's like, oh, it's gonna be, this is it, it's gonna die. And then she gets more out. Anyway, it's an eye primer. And it's by Ulta Beauty. It's the Ulta Beauty line. And it's the matte eye primer in the shade Nude. I believe they just have the one shade. They also have a regular eye primer, but it's like sheeny, and there's like 4 or 5 shades of that one, but it's like a pearlescent base for your eye makeup. This one is matte, which I typically stay far away from things that say matte, but for my eyeshadow primer, I want it to stay matte so that it doesn't crease throughout the day. I will basically use this even if I'm not wearing eyeshadow, which is almost all the time. I haven't worn eyeshadow in months. I really need to get back into sort of experimenting with eyeshadow because that's like the biggest part of like the artistry of makeup, and it takes the longest for me, and I haven't worn eyeshadow in forever. But I still do use this typically to like cover up all the veininess and stuff on my eyes. I'm not wearing this today, like I said, but typically I will. I just sort of set it with a face powder, mascara, call it good, out the door. This stuff stays creaseless literally all freaking day. A little goes a very, very long way. You only need a little bit. The first time I ever used this, my mom gave me hers and she was like, you have to try this, it's amazing. I put way too much on and it was just a hot mess. It was like cakey and borderline crumbly by the end of the day. It was horrible. So you only need a very small amount, and that's why it lasts forever. The best part is it lasts forever and it's only $12. And you can get it at Ulta, obviously, so you can use your points, you can earn points, all of that good stuff. I love this. You need to try it. All right, moving right along, let's talk about a blush. This is the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in the shade Pink Buttercream. It's a baked blush, so it's got a beautiful sheen to it. It is what I'm wearing on my face today, and I'm also not wearing any bronzer. So all the sort of color that you see on my face is this. I grabbed a hold of this and Pink Grapefruit as a part of Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty a couple of months ago, and I think Pink Grapefruit is the one that's a little bit more popular, and it's the one I thought I was gonna prefer because on the website it described it as like a mauvey something or other, which it just doesn't really look all that mauvey to me. I don't know. It looks a little bit warmer. This one is like pink. You can see it. It's like pink. I love pink cheeks. I like pink rosy blushes. That's just what I prefer, and I do love the formula as well. These last all freaking day. If I'm going for a little bit of a warmer bronzy sun-kissed look, I will go for Pink Grapefruit, but this one is my favorite for sure. Let's talk about skin for a second. I don't think I've mentioned this in a favorites video. Oh my gosh, have I? I may have already mentioned this, I'm not exactly sure. Oh my gosh, I so feel like I have. But I'm gonna mention it again, even if I have, because this stuff is amazing. This is just like a little travel bottle that I bought from Meijer because I don't have running water at my current residence, so I'm always showering and getting ready and stuff at the gym, or like I'll put my makeup on at work sometimes, stuff like that. So I have like the big bottle, and then I also have this little bottle, and then I also have like a little tub, a little travel tub that I filled it with. I'm just always moving around. I'm going to my parents' house, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to work, whatever. This is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This stuff is so good. If you are looking for something that is going to like hydrate, it's going to brutally murder all of the dead skin on your body, get this. I think my favorite thing about this is the fact that you can use it from your head to your toes. I put this on my face, I put it on my shoulders, I put it on my butt cheeks, I put it on my feet, put it on my hands. I put this literally everywhere. And I have been recently literally putting it everywhere because I may or may not have hopped in a tanning bed, and no one told me that you're supposed to start out with like a low time, so I sort of toasted myself. I'm still pretty itchy, and this stuff helps with itch as well. So I literally slathered this all over my body to help with my sunburn, and I put this underneath my makeup every single day. So I tanned, I took a shower, got out of the shower, I put this on my face before I did my makeup, and my face didn't burn, but the rest of my body did, and I didn't put this on the rest of my body that day. What was I thinking? Some people say that it has a funky smell. I guess it has a funky smell. It just like smells like lotion to me. I don't know. They do have different scents as well, and I do want to try those also, because I like smelly goods. But you need to get on the Ulta website and look at like before and after pictures. It's like close up of people's skin. If you have chronic dry skin, I don't care, try this. Just try it. It is pretty expensive, but it is cheaper than the Bum Bum Cream, which I love. Mostly because that stuff smells really good, but that's way more expensive. This is much cheaper. This one is more like the brand First Aid Beauty in general is more like clinical. Like you can infer from the name First Aid Beauty, these ingredients are like for your skin. It's less cosmetic and superficial, and it's more, this is meant to hydrate your skin. This doesn't give you a sheen or a glow. I mean, as much as any other lotion does. This is to break through that barrier and actually hydrate your skin. This makes your skin look so healthy. It's unlike the Bum Bum Cream in the sense that the Bum Bum Cream, I feel, it's got that weird glittery sheen to it, which is beautiful, but like I said, that's a little bit more cosmetic. This is going to hydrate your skin, and it makes your skin so much healthier. I cannot recommend this enough. I recommend getting the big like value size because it's not in a tub and it's a better value for your money. They have like the little travel size for like 12 bucks. They have the big regular size that's like a tub, which is like $30 or something, or they have a big giant tube, which is the one that I use, for like $38. Let's talk about these weird little nuggets. I really just wanted to like mention these very briefly. These are hair ties, and I don't really use this blue one, which is why it looks brand new, because it is. I'm not wearing one of these in my hair right now either, but I like these a lot. They're supposed to not kink your hair, which is a load of BS. It totally does kink my hair. Anything kinks my hair though, anything. I think these are cuter. I think they're better looking, especially when they're just like chilling on my wrist like this. But my favorite thing about this is since I cut my hair, I've had some struggles with making it look volumized and, you know, some body to it. This helps give my ponytails some va-va-voom. My hair looks a lot more voluminous and, you know, pumped up when I have one of these in my hair as opposed to like a regular hair tie. I got these at Meijer. You can probably find them at like Walmart. All right, now we're getting into the weird stuff. As I previously mentioned, I currently live in a camper and I don't have running water or electricity. I have like limited electricity. I can't run the AC or anything like that, but I don't have running water, so I don't shower at my house. I also don't take number 2s at my house. And I live 30 minutes away from the town where I work and want to live so desperately. Cam and I both work about 30 minutes away from our house, and that is probably the biggest struggle of living in a camper, is not having running water, because like I can shower at the gym, whatever, but I've had to grow up a lot in terms of taking number 2s in public. I'm not that kind of person. I don't like doing that. You know, there's certain people who just, they prefer to do it in the comfort of their own home, you know? And so I have gotten very used to it, and these little guys have been my saving grace. This one's actually my mom's because I left mine at my house. And this one is a little bit smaller. It's off-brand, and so I keep this in my purse just in case. These are basically little sprays. This one's Poo Pourri, and this one's VI Poo. They're basically little sprays that you spray in the toilet bowl before you go, and it doesn't smell. We do have sort of like a makeshift outhouse in my backyard. We call it shed. It's basically like a little tin shed that was already there, and my husband put a 5-gallon bucket in there and a folding chair, like a sports folding chair, and he cut a hole in the chair and put it over the bucket, okay? That is my life right now, okay? That is my life. You guys, please just, even if you don't feel bad for me, just like pretend to feel bad for me, because that's my life right now. So, there's a gas station down the road, and that's where these come in handy. So anyway, guys, that completes this very weird, sort of all over the place favorites video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you guys next time. Get off of Mimi's couch!